So today we're gonna take a look at how to use SSAS to create a tabular model. The first thing is still to run the Visual Studio. Make sure that you run as an administrator. And over here, previously we have already created the report project, the integration project, and last week we also worked on the multi-dimensional project. This week we still need to create a new project, but over here what you have to select is the analysis services tabular project instead of the multi-dimensional project. So if you're using it for the first time, you may want to type it in, and it's here. Double click it, give it a name like demo data 0. Okay, and then create. So you have to select the workspace server when you created it. So test connection. Yeah, because this server has the DW database which I attached, so I want to use this. Okay. After you created it, you will see on the right side it will have the Tabular Model Explorer and also the Solution Explorer. For now, we want to work with the Tabular Model Explorer. Okay. Add the data source as usual. Import from a data source. We need to select the SQL Server from Microsoft. Select. Again, it takes a while to get the server name. Okay. Again, I want to use the SQL Server number 2. Then we can test the connection, test the connection succeeded, and database name. Again, this is the DW AdventureWorks basics. You want to attach the information from the week before last week. Yeah, and then select the next. Okay. I want to use the Windows user name and password over here. And next. Over here, you can select different tables from this database because we have 4 different tables, right? To get started, I just want to do the dim customers. And then we can click finish. When you see the success, it means it has already successfully imported this database table into our tabular project. Click it. Yeah. Then you will see the information inside of this dim customers table. And also you see the tables over here. There's a dim customer. We have all the columns and the partitions, even though currently no partitions at all. Okay, after that, we can try to deploy it. Go to the Solution Explorer and right-click it. Check the properties. Make sure that the server is the same one as you imported from. Click OK. Then right-click it. You can build it at first to make sure that there's no error, and then deploy it. Yes. Okay. This is a successful deployment. That means you have already loaded everything onto your SQL Server, and close it. Okay. Let's look at the SQL Server. Again, currently you want to connect to the analysis services as what we did from last week. And instead of the 001 server name, what you want to do is the SQL Server number 2, because this is the one that you deployed onto. Connect. Okay, the Tableau demo data 330. This is the new one we just created. And the long one comes out because we're still working on that. You don't need to care about that. Okay, just look at the first one. It has this table. Then after that, you can use this information still by access to this Excel. Let's create a new worksheet, and we need to get data, right? Get data from database and select the analysis services. Okay, so in the server name, make sure that we have exactly the same thing as where we deployed it. Okay. This is the model which we just created. Oh, this is what we created yesterday. Okay, let's try this one. This is the one we just created. Next, finish. Okay. Currently, you have another pivot table which is very similar as what we did from last week. If I select the customer name and the customer key, then you'll see that it show up over here, right? Yeah, because over here everything's are the dimensions, no measurements. What we selected here gonna all become the rows, right? Yeah, but anyway, this is the first tabular model which we created. In next video, I'm gonna talk about how to really make it functional. Okay.